What up? What up? What up? What up? I'm gonna wait for at least 4 or 5 people to get on here, and then I'll just edit this thing whenever I get in the upload. What up? What up? This is something I feel everybody needs to talk about because it's like a gray area in between this whole snitch and don't snitch thing. But that's not what I'm concerned about. I like to me, it's neither here nor there what he did snitching. Like that's not the biggest point at all. The biggest problem with this situation is the simple fact that he came out of prison, or yeah, his current situation, which was I think was prison. He came out bragging about the snitching. It's not that he snitched because 9 times out of 10, if you got a family to feed, a daughter, you know what I mean, and a lifestyle to live, and you know if you go to prison, someone's going to try to kill you. 9 times out of 10, you're going to snitch if snitching can get you out of that situation. The issue is the fact that he hasn't learned a simple thing from what he had just been involved with. He's still antagonizing people. He's still making the same type of music he made that got him in that stuff in the first place. My guy, for him to say he's not that type of guy and alive, but you're still trolling in this video that you made that did 50 million views in 24 hours, which is impressive, was a whole nother load of bull. Talking about somebody run up on you, you ain't fighting, you don't box, and all that stuff. So what are you saying you're gonna do? Shoot him? Because I could have sworn you said in court that that's not what you do, and I could have sworn that you said you're not about that life and you had no part in it. So after snitching, how do you come back and troll and then call yourself a living legend because you ratted and came back and did high YouTube numbers? The reason you did high YouTube numbers is because you ratting got global attention. So everybody knew who you were because you were in court telling on the people that did crimes that you paid them to do. You were the one putting money on people's head over beefs that you started. You were the one antagonizing people. Chief Keef, Tato, and all them. You antagonized them. You started a whole bunch of mess and then was showing up to people's cities and making videos like, yeah, I'm out here and nobody's out here. And you would make the video at a time of the day where no one was outside, then go somewhere else and then upload the video as if you were there at that current time. You were the one antagonizing people like that. So you had no choice but to have your boys. Well, I don't know if they were really your boys, but the people you were paying, you had to have them, you paid them to do your dirty work for you, shoot at a couple people, beat up a couple people, destroy hotel lobbies and such, all for you to go to court and tell on every last one of them. Y'all do know that Tekashi 6 9 got double digit people locked up. It was double digits. It wouldn't just what's his name, the bald headed guy. I forgot what his name, Shoddy or whatever. It wasn't just him. He got he got double digit people not locked up, and he was saying, "Oh, they weren't loyal to me. They were sleeping with my baby mom." So all 20 of them slept with your baby mama. All 20 of them kidnapped you. All 20 of them beat you up. Boy, please. And at the end of the day, they showed you some sort of loyalty. When you did that ridiculous video of you talking crazy to some people that are really certified and really about it in some dangerous areas that did not have as much as you had, they stayed in the video with you. And whenever you went to those cities, they showed up with you. They protected you. You weren't touched by anybody but them. So how did they not show loyalty? I just find it amazing that his first video is him trolling. Of course, he comes out to the Bad Boys, the Cops theme song, the Bad Boys, what you gonna do? He's twirling handcuffs and he's acting like he's proud to embrace being a rat. Now I understand if you had nothing to do with the situation, nothing to do with it at all. That's called telling. That's not called being a rat. But you started a whole bunch of stuff. You paid somebody to protect you. That's almost like Nicky Barnes having his right hand man and everybody that worked under him locked up for the crimes that he organized and had them commit. That's like getting all of Pablo Escobar's people locked up when he's the one who was the kingpin. That's like El Chapo getting all his people locked up. You were the one who organized it. Were you about it? Were you the type of person to squeeze the trigger? No. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I am not saying by any means, I am not saying that he didn't do the right thing by telling. Because you don't leave your kids behind and go get killed in prison by some people that have already let you know that when you go to prison, they're going to kill you. That's just not smart. Why go die for no reason when you can get out of it, right? What he did wrong is everything he's doing right now and everything he did since he's been out. Going on the internet. First of all, you can't go out in public. Somebody will do something to you. So why are you recording videos of you playing with your money and showing off your money on your balcony? You haven't even been out for a couple months yet. You haven't even been out for 2 months. And somebody already found out where you're staying. How smart is that? And he's talking about, oh, I'm a living legend. I'm a living legend. So you really think that 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, 200 years from now, somebody's going to be like, man, I'm trying to go out like that dude, Tekashi 6ix9ine. You're not a living legend, bro. Numbers get broken. Numbers are infinite. Somebody else is going to break your YouTube record. So if that's the only foot you have to stand on that you feel is making you a living legend, you're wrong, buddy. What you think somebody gonna do? Go try to go affiliate themselves with a big gang, even though they know they're not about it, and then get them all locked up, and then see if when they come out of jail that if they can do the same numbers you did. Nobody cares about that, bro. People are mad because a lot of people were hoping that once you got out of jail, you would hang out with your daughter. Hang out with your daughter. Tell your daughter how much you miss her. Kiss your daughter. Let's see some videos of you doing some grown man stuff instead of acting like a little boy on the internet. A grown man takes care of his child, bruh. That's real. Ain't nothing real about what you did. Nothing. And I don't care if I get cussed out by every Tekashi 6ix9ine fan there is. I don't care. He's not real. Everything we've been saying for several decades, everything we've been saying is not real. He's done. He's done everything we've been saying for decades is not real. The rainbow hair, the rainbow teeth. He's not black, but he says the N word more than any black rapper, any black person walking the face of this earth. He's appropriating somebody else's culture, and he ratted. How was that real? He faked this whole persona. Literally everything about the kid is fake. How can you be fake and a living legend? Seriously. Why don't you just say, hey, and shout out to John Gabbana, because once he realized the stuff he was doing was taking him down a terrible road, he stopped. He stopped going by Boom Gang. He got rid of his alias and started portraying himself as the man he is and the man he's always been. which is John Cabana. And he's still just as successful as he was back then without destroying property and all that good and all that crazy stuff. So why won't Tekashi 6 9 just be like, you know what? And give a heartfelt apology and testament and say, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. I got myself way over my head. I almost lost my life behind it. You know, I had to make a decision that pretty much ruined my reputation. I'll never have street cred. My real name is Daniel Hernandez, and I was faking the whole time. That's not me. But I hope y'all can find it in your hearts to forgive me and still fool with my music. That's all he had to do. To me, that would have been the most respectable thing he's done his entire career. Is he funny? Yeah. I didn't giggled at a couple of his little videos that popped up on my timeline on Instagram, but do I respect him? No. Should you respect him? No. Should anyone respect him? No. If he would have done like the little snitching and then came out and like, got out of jail and started living his life the way he was supposed to and started taking care of his real responsibilities and instead of coming out and being so arrogant and cocky about snitching, then yeah, I might be able to develop a little respect for him, but that's not what he did. He did the exact opposite. Right now, he's antagonizing the people that he's got sitting in prison right now. He's still calling people stupid. He's saying anybody who doesn't have that $500,000 watch he has as a little boy. Why? Because we didn't dye our hair multiple colors and make a song that went viral. That's why. Oh, okay, cool. You know why he went so viral? Because the majority of people that go onto YouTube, they go onto YouTube to see a bunch of stuff they don't want to see in person. That's what people go to YouTube for. So seeing you post it up with all these gangsters that are really about it and seeing you do a bunch of ignorant stuff, yeah, it's entertaining from the safety of your home. But you guys shooting up a hotel lobby and all that stuff, people didn't want to see that. And those dudes did that for you. Like me personally, I don't care how tough I'm a boxer, and I don't feel like I'm tough enough to deal with a gang. Them dudes is not playing with you, bruh. Go to a mall. Go to a mall. I bet one of them find you. Go to a mall without your security. I guarantee you, within a couple hours, one of them will be on you. And if not one of them, a bunch of them. Bloods? Bro, you ratted on Bloods? You kidding me? And on top of that, you add insult to injury. You're bragging about what you did. These dudes have to see you breaking the internet by bragging about what you just did to them. These are dudes that came from nothing and they dedicated themselves to doing your dirty bidding, and you got them all locked up, and now you're bragging about it, bro. Stop the arrogance. Stop being so cocky. You need to humble yourself, bro. You're young. This is going to follow you the rest of your life. Can you imagine that, y'all? For the next 50 years or 60 years or however long this dude is going to live, he's got to look over both shoulders at all times, whether he's got security or not. Who wants to live that lifestyle? Basically, what you're doing now is waiting to die. I mean, I know we're all living life waiting to die, but at least we can enjoy it. At least the rest of us can enjoy waiting to die. This man is going to be waiting to die in fear for the rest of his life. And what he's doing on YouTube and on Instagram is just a front, guys. He's not happy about what he did. He doesn't think he's a living legend. He doesn't think he's real. He knows he's not real. He knows he's fake. He admitted that in court. And he claims to have admitted that a long time ago before all this stuff happened, which he did not. He went on and on and on and on and on. I'm about that life, bro. I'm about this. Like real talk, I'm so gutter. I'm so savage. I'm so gutter. Okay. Like I'm so gangster. I'm so gangster. People keep trying to test my gangster. Oh, okay. Now look at you. And the fact that so many people are still showing this dude love, like a lot of love. Like y'all are still dumping millions into this guy's pockets. I didn't watch that stupid video. You kidding me? The dude ratted on his people. Whether he is mad about the baby mama situation or not, those were his people. They were for hire. Those were his henchmen. That like what Tekashi 6ix9ine did to his because they were basically his bodyguards. What he did to his bodyguards is is worse than what Future let happen to his bodyguard when he let old buddy get snuffed out and walked off. Murder man, you ain't watched that sniff, man. That snitch. I know where you from. You didn't watch him. Heck nah, you ain't support 6ix9ine. I know this for a fact, bro. I just want to see you say kidding or JK or something. Bro, you are OG. There's no way you watched that boy's video. Fatigue tag, tick for tag. For real though. Like I just don't understand why the dudes on the internet showing out. Calling himself a living legend. Bro, how dare you? We call we call Michael Jordan a living legend. We call anybody that's still alive from NWA living legends. Roy Jones Jr. is a living legend. Mike Tyson's a living legend. What they did with their lives and their careers was real. There's nothing real about Tekashi 6ix9ine. But you know who? And the funny thing is when he said in that video, if you ain't got this watch, you a little boy to me. I'll kiss you on your forehead. First of all, you try to kiss me on the forehead, I'll punch you in your mouth. Second of all, little boys are like the majority of your fan base. It's a bunch of little boys. My middle school kids like your music, bro. My students like your music. When I go to the boxing gym, nobody talks about and nobody bumps. We bump a large variety of music. Nobody bumps Tekashi 6ix9ine. When me and my family are in the car or at a kickback or anything, nobody bumps Tekashi 6ix9ine. When I'm in an elevator, nobody bumps Tekashi 6ix9ine. YouTube is comprised of mainly kids, Tekashi. That's why you broke the internet. Because the majority of the people on the internet are kids. When I was a kid, I was on YouTube and social media all day, every day. That's all I wanted to do when I wasn't playing football or basketball or running track or any of that. If there was no sports to do, I was on the internet. That's what kids are doing today. That's what kids are always going to do. So yeah, and keep in mind, you did those numbers in the afternoon. Adults were at work, so it's being a little boy. Why are you hating? Kid is a different way. What? What are you talking about, bro? He snitched and he's on the internet bragging, calling himself a living legend. What I'm doing is not called hating. What I'm doing is telling Tekashi 69 to humble himself and sit down before he gets himself killed by somebody who clearly wants to take him out. They leaked his address the other day, my guy. Oh, buddy, tripping, bro. He tripping. Talking about why am I hating? Not hating. He's being arrogant. He was given a second chance to live his life, and he's doing the same foolishness that he's been doing. That's not me hating. I got a son, bro. I have a son. You think I want my son to grow up watching this clown and thinking that's what's cool and that's what he needs to go do? Bro, are you kidding me? What's a different way? Snitching on your people, getting out and then making music about it and trolling and being cocky about the fact that you're a rat and people are still watching your videos? But exactly, bro. I don't know where the proof is. I never saw it. An old girl denied it the whole time, bro. She denied it. And as far as I know, and I don't know if this is facts. I don't know if this is the truth. But at the time that kidnapping happened and he was in the hospital or whatever, when he got beat up, they were saying that he staged that. It was a publicity stunt. That's what I was hearing. But obviously, if you got obviously if you've got some real goons with you, they're not going to know how far to take it or how far to not take it whenever you say, hey, make it look like y'all kidnapped me. So they beat him up. If it was him, if it was them, their bloods. Y'all want to act like this dude, first and foremost, he's a father. Yeah, dude, you know how that go fit. That girl easily could be lying. Yeah, you sure right. She could be lying. And I'll accept that. But my thing is though, as a father who's making music, this is like, this is how you want to live your life. Like you want to be an artist. You already have a unique look to you. You already have a sound. Your video went viral on YouTube before you got involved with them. Before he got involved with them, he was going to go viral. It's him. He was the substance. It's not his music that people have a problem with. It's not. It's the way he acts. You portrayed something that you weren't. You got way in over your head. You got caught up. You were scared. You ratted out everybody who was involved with you, and then you got out. Usually, an intelligent human being, when they make a mistake of that magnitude that people know about worldwide, they come back a little bit more humble. He got out of jail and started talking noise to the same people he just got locked up. And the people that are tied to those people that are not yet locked up. He's still saying nobody's going to do nothing to him. He's still saying nobody's going to touch him. He's still calling people little boys. He's still saying he's a living legend and he's this, that, and the other. He's the best artist in the world. He's the GOAT and all this stuff. Like, bruh, chill out. Go home. Enjoy your daughter. Stop this stupid stuff, bro. When people talk about I'm hating, like, bro, I'm living the lifestyle that I signed up for, bro. I have a decent credit score. I'm a personal trainer. I'm a boxer, and I'm a teacher. Eventually, one of these things that I'm involved with is going to take off. But while I'm doing all of them, yeah, I feel really stable, and I'm doing a great job raising my child. My son is so articulate, and my son is very respectful and knows right from wrong. That's what I value, bro. And a lot of people really just got it in their head. Oh, well, if you had the chance to do what 6ix9ine is doing, you would do the same thing. No, no, actually, a lot of people wouldn't. That's not how I want to get it. I'm too prideful, bro. And as much as it sucks to admit this, like I care a little about what people think about me. I care about my legacy. I'm a prideful individual. But most importantly, I care about what my son thinks of me. His daughter is going to grow up and develop her own opinions. Keep this in mind too. You think the mother of his children respect the mother of his child respects him now? I know I'm not, bro, and I appreciate the support, bro. He can afford to say that. Yeah, real talk, bro. It's like, bro, real talk. Yeah, he can afford to say that, and uh, yeah, put the end. It is personal, but at the same time, no, bro. Why? Why, bro? What? Like, why is he? Why is he? Just don't call yourself a living legend, and just don't do the cocky stuff, bro. Live fast, die young. And the thing is, though, bro, you say that, but that's the lifestyle that them dudes he just got locked up were living. Tekashi 6ix9ine is not prepared to live that lifestyle. He's not. Why do you think he avoided it? If he wanted to live fast and die young, he would have took that time like a man. Now, do I suggest that's what he do? Do I think it's a smart thing he should do? No, I don't think that's a smart thing to do. I think the smart thing to do is what he did. But honestly, before even in getting involved in that, the smart thing to do would have been to never get involved with him in the first place. And even after getting involved with him, the smart thing to do would have been to never start beef with a bunch of people that you can't handle. Even after that, the smart thing to do would have been to never put no money on nobody's head. So it's like he was given opportunities time and time and time and time and time again to be like, wait a minute, let me slow down. Let me back up real quick. Let me not do this. Do y'all know what a slippery slope is? A slippery slope is a chain of unforeseen events that could take place at the time. So basically, it's a chain of events that were unforeseen at the time that a certain action was made. So say uh, perfect example. You throw a bunch of marbles off of a building. It's a skyscraper. You throw a bunch of marbles. And you know, when you throw something that's not stuck together, they spread, especially with the wind blowing and the fact that, you know, things progressively move forward whenever you throw something off of something really tall. So, say all those marbles hit the ground except for one. One popped somebody right in the head. And because you were on top of a skyscraper, that thing hit somebody so hard in the head that it killed him. Next thing you know, you go to jail for it. Then it turns out that that person that got hit in the head with the marble was the relative of a somebody. And that somebody just happens to have people in the prison that you got sent to for manslaughter. That person finds you, stabs you up. Your child grows up without a father. Your child, since they don't have a father to teach them right from wrong and not to do certain things, your child gets up into that gang banging life, makes a bunch of bad decisions, and is responsible for taking a whole bunch of other lives. All those lives that just got taken by that child were all the unforeseen events that took place because somebody decided to throw a handful of marbles off a roof. Oh no, I'm not getting too detailed, bro. I'm just saying, like the reason I am detailing it like this is because people are acting like what he's doing is okay. Like old dude, and I was fine. I was gonna keep it real simple until old dude just got on here and said, "Why are you hating? It's a new wave." What's a new wave? I'm not talking about his music. I don't listen to it, and I made that clear that I don't listen to it. But the fact that he's sitting here acting like what he did makes him a living legend and makes him so amazing and makes him above everybody else. That's a problem, bro. He needs to sit down. He needs to sit down. And Murder Man, you know, bro, you know I go in when I do these live streams, bro. This ain't nothing new. And shit, if I do this when I'm talking about boxers, why shouldn't I do it when I'm talking about somebody that just ratted, got out of prison, and is talking crazy to everybody? He's gonna get himself killed, bro. And y'all, please don't misunderstand me. Please don't misunderstand me. Some of this is empathy. Some of this is empathy because whenever people were talking about, oh, Tekashi 6ix9ine on the internet snitching, he in that courtroom snitching, he snitching, he doing this, he doing that. I was one of the people saying, well, bro, what y'all expect him to do? The man got a daughter. He trying to get home to his daughter. Right now, I'm irritated because I was wrong. He hasn't said one thing about being happy to be out of prison so that he could see his kid. He hasn't posted one video with his kid. He's not promoting being able to spend time with his kid. He's promoting how happy he is that he's a rat and still doing high numbers. So some of this is empathy because I'm like, bruh, why old buddy doing this? No. Don't get me wrong. They definitely would have too. They definitely would have. But the thing is, though, they're not the ones that have a platform that's being spread all across the dang nation. Tekashi 6ix9ine does. He's a problem, bro. It's a problem, bro. They're gonna catch up. Like, bro, all this stuff is gonna catch up. Like, and it's funny because I know once I post this video, I know once I let this upload, people are gonna be like, oh, well, what would you have done? That's very simple. I would have never put myself in that situation at all. I'm 28 right now, and I've never been affiliated with any gangs. And I'm from California, bro. That's a gang state. I never got affiliated with any gangs. Never. And they were coming for people like me, a roughneck knucklehead living in a rough neighborhood with relatives that are rough. I've got relatives that are in gangs. I was the perfect target. Had a hot temper, but I never joined a gang. I'm not built for that life. I'm not. If I take a life of somebody I don't know, I'm gonna feel bad for it, bro. Unless they did something to me. I can't relate to the gang life and the drug gang. So I'm not gonna disrespect them and betray that lifestyle. I'm not. Come on, murder. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Bro, since I started this thing, you've been one of the realest people I met, bro. You know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, bro, like I got cousins that'll probably choke that dude out if they ever saw him because he's playing with their lifestyle, bro. Like, bro, that's like somebody without a dad with who has never had kids in their life going and telling all fathers, I'm the realest dad alive. Y'all ain't no real dads. Y'all ain't got this watch. You ain't no real dad. Y'all is P word, this, that, and the other. Like, I'm really about that daddy life. Look, yeah, me. Look at me, look at me. Portraying that he's this awesome, amazing father, but we know he's not a father. And then he goes out of his way to crap on all the other fathers. All I know is them mofos should have stayed true to each other. Yeah, true that. Because once you bond together, once you make that pact, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, this is what we're gonna be about, you're supposed to stick to it. So you're right about that. What do you think about him relocating twice? He has no choice. Him relocating twice, that young man has no choice. That's the smartest thing he's done so far, is the relocating. That's the smartest thing he's done since he's been out. Because if he doesn't, he's gonna die. He has to take those precautions. But if he's smart, which I know he is, because if you could break the internet, because like, I'm gonna keep it real. Even though I don't like dude, he is smart. He's very smart. His only problem is he's arrogant. But if he could just calm down for a minute and let go of his ego real quick and just like put the BS aside. Stop the ranting and the bragging about being a living legend. Like, bro, his logic behind him being a living legend was the fact that he was able to snitch, get out of jail, and do higher numbers than everybody. Like, bruh, you sure right, Chisel the goat. He do need to cool out, bro, because he's doing too much. He can't keep running because at one point he's gonna get killed either way. He has to watch his back for the rest of his life. Exactly. And that's what I was saying earlier in the video. Like, bro, he's just waiting in fear to die. Like, bro, the Nine Trey Blood Gang is not something you play with, bro. You don't play with any blood or any crip or any gang, period, bro. If you know that somebody is willing to pull a trigger, not knowing when that bullet is gonna stop or where it's gonna stop, you need to be worried. It's me, Naruto. What up, buddy? That money has gone to his head. You sure right, Murder Man. On a different account. I know Chisel. I want to fight 6ix9ine just to see if he bleed or ooze out rainbow juice. Man, y'all funny. I really talk though, like, bro, some of this is empathy though. Like, I don't hate the dude. I can't hate him because I don't know him. But what he's doing annoys me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I can empathize more with the broke people he's clowning than anything. Because, bro, I came from nothing. I had to go through a series of jobs to find my foot. Like, bro, ask Murder Man. Like, he already knows. He's been with my channel for like a year now, bro. Like, I hustle. Like, I have multiple side hustles, bro, on top of teaching and on top of this YouTube stuff. Like, bro, I box, I'm a personal trainer. Like, I have other hustles. At one point, I was driving for Lyft. I was doing favor, all types of stuff. And I'm still with the temp agency. So over the summer, at any given point, I can get a week long assignment and get me about $3,000 to $4,000 off. So, like, bro, I'm serious about work and getting on my feet. Okay, I lied about the $3,000 to $4,000 in a week though. That's more like a month long assignment. But y'all get the gist, bro. I'm sure he's worried, but money backs him. He just need to hire him a lot of muscle, bro. Oh, no, no, no. He's not even in the game, bro. That's the crazy thing. He was an affiliate. They allowed him to use their name and their reputation for an exchange of jewelry, a lifestyle, money, like that flashy lifestyle that none of them have ever had. Gangs often do that for rappers. That's like a thing. Because at the end of the day, when you're in a gang, it's generate income by any means necessary. So they'll, like if they have to rob a dope house, rob somebody that's driving by, like that, they're gonna run you for your pockets. And they're not somebody you play with, bro. That's any gang. You don't play with them. When you're approached by a gang member, or if you're walking by and you see them around, because you can usually tell, You show your respect and keep it moving. Don't stare in their face. Make sure you don't bump them when you're walking past them, and don't say nothing to them unless they speak to you first. They say, "What up?" And what up? Keep it moving. Yeah, I know it sounds like, I'm asking y'all to be soft. No, I'm asking y'all to be smart because I grew up around gangs. Those are not people you play with. 6ix9ine decided to play with them and then get them locked up. And eventually the repercussions for his actions will be seen on the news. I'm actually shocked he only got 2 years instead of 47. Yeah, bro. And got out on parole in 1 year. Oh, wait, it has been a full 2 years, hasn't it? Yeah, his whole trial, he was in jail. You sure right. They had him in protective custody. That's crazy, bro. But I mean, he did make some good points. It's smart for him not to go to jail because he was like, yeah, bro, like if they want to kill me and they're not being loyal to me out here, what makes you think that they're not going to be the same way in prison? And yeah, 9 times out of 10, he would have got his behind stabbed up. So, he made a good decision avoiding jail. It's just what he did when he got out, y'all. That's the only thing I can't get with. And and I'm only making this video because I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to keep feeding content to y'all. Like I'm not being loyal to y'all if I don't make videos. You know what I mean? And at this particular time, y'all don't want to hear me talk about boxing. A lot of people want to hear me talk about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I hate to admit that he's trending right now, but the dude is trending. Dude broke YouTube. Probably destroyed their algorithm. Big YouTubers all over the platform can't get that many views on their videos because of him. YouTube is not promoting anything but that video. It's on everybody's front page. It's on everybody's suggested video. So, is what it is. Like, bro, I'm a real one. I'll charge it to the game. Bro, I'm talking about this just because he broke a certain. He just overstepped a certain boundary, bro. And when you call yourself a living legend, you're not just disrespecting rappers, bro. You're disrespecting athletes too. Because whatever field you're in or whatever avenue you're in, a living legend is something that only one out of millions gets to accomplish. People will say, yeah, there's a lot of athletes out there, there's a lot of rappers out there. Yeah, but how many of them are we going to call living legends? And then compare that number to how many people live on this earth. Trillions. Trillions, bro. He tried to also donate money to hungry children and they declined. Dang. Yeah, well, hey, there goes his tax write off. As long as he lives, he will be. Yeah. Wait. As long as he lives, he'll be a living legend. I don't know about that, bro. I can't call him a legend for doing that. Okay, if you want to call him a legend, call him a YouTube legend. That's what he is. Call him a legend troll. He's a troll. He's a legend at being a troll. Probably one of the greatest trolls of all time. To be honest with you, he's neck and neck with 50 Cent. 50 Cent's funnier than him and less ignorant, but he's neck and neck with 50 Cent when it comes to trolling. But look at what 50 Cent's doing. He actually came from that lifestyle. 50 Cent was actually a real one. Survived 9 shots, close range. Became a successful rapper, left the rap game alone, has one of the most successful shows of all time. Even after having to switch networks, he has his own liquor, his own champagne, his own energy drink. 50 Cent is a real living legend. But yeah, Tekashi is a YouTube legend. I won't hate on it, even though this is a platform I have to share with him. He's better. He's a better YouTuber than me. What can I say? But yeah, I'm off the rant, y'all. I'm about to go make y'all some more content. Um, y'all stay tuned. I'll probably never talk about this dude again. Ever. Sorry, can't do it. But yeah, that's my little rant. I fit in out.